Oh yay! Oh yay! Oh yay!
Hello there, my name is Alex Bogard and I'm the project officer for the Admiral Murray project here at the Novium Museum in Chichester. Admiral Murray is a largely overlooked character, it seems, and yet a very significant one, not only for the city of Chichester but playing his part in significant world events right around the world. He started his career in the American War of Independence and fought right up through to the Napoleonic Wars. So a really fantastic career covering so many different areas. And when I started the job here, I was given this space to work with, and for such a tremendous story, it was quite challenging to manage to squeeze all of that wonderful, exciting adventures that Murray had into this small space here. And we've managed to, I hope, create an exhibition which can help the people of Chichester learn about Murray in a new and engaging and really accessible way for the next year here at the Novium.
Well, I'm waiting here. It's about an hour before the exhibition is just to start. It's been a long journey. It started out round about in 2006, and this is really a culmination of it, this wonderful exhibition that we've got here in the Novium. And I'm very pleased with the way that particularly Alex Bogart and the team have worked together to produce this wonderful exhibition we've got here. I think one of the things that I really like about this exhibition is the way that it traces Murray's life. It's a timeline, but on the timeline you've got very significant things, and then that's punctuated with some wonderful artifacts. I think particularly the artifacts from the Murray family. I mean, the golden sword is probably the most significant of the artifacts there, given by the Dey of Algiers to Murray. But there's also some wonderful artifacts here from Todd Stevens. Now, Todd Stevens is a wonderful character. He's been diving off the Isles of Scilly for many times, and he found really the significant parts of the Colossus, which was the wreck. One of the interesting things which happened along the way is I gave a talk at the records office, and in the audience was a descendant of one of the captains at the Battle of Copenhagen, where I think it was Murray's finest hour, and that was Captain James Robert Moss. And in conversation with Peter Moss, he actually said that he had with him a telescope and a sword, which were actually with the captain on the actual day of Copenhagen. Unfortunately, the captain, James Robert Moss, died at the Battle of Copenhagen, but that meant that all the things that he had were carefully preserved by the family, and that's been a wonderful find. And here we have the telescope and the sword. Part of the history of Admiral Sir George Murray is also his life here in Chichester when he was mayor, and his house that he built. Now, the house, which was on North Street, later become 57 North Street, and now the Chip Hotel, is a very important building in Chichester. It's one of the finest Georgian buildings we have. Luckily, back in 2012, our local historian, Alan Green, managed to find this wonderful conveyance, which is on the wall here. And in fact, it was found on eBay, of all places, would you believe, but he snapped it up. But it was very interesting because although it was signed by George Murray was actually at sea at the time.
On the way down here, I was thinking to myself, looking for a similar occasion, and the thought of Catherine wheels cropped up, where it goes round and round, and each time there's a pleasant surprise. And that's how my work, or knowing Murray and writing a book and then Having done that, having published, first of all, book one in the year 2001, and then the update, which is available here, there seemed to be a fresh surprise round every corner, all pleasant and fascinating, whether it be actually in expanding our knowledge of the history of George Murray, or contacts with George Murray, with other parts of the family. It's been a fascinating journey, and now to see it all pulled together by young Alex's hard work. Clearly, this museum is essentially a climax from 16 years of studying Murray and writing the two books and getting to know a lot more of the history other than what I had researched.
I'm dressed this evening as town crier in my 1760s period uniform, as there is a lot to shout about. Today, we celebrate two Chichester heroes, separated by 200 years. Major Tim Peake, in a very different ship to HMS Victory, blasted off today to become the first astronaut to work at the International Space Station. I'm sure you all wish him every success and a safe journey home. The other hero, of course, is Admiral Sir George Murray, who will be celebrating this evening with the launch of this exhibition. I do not need to tell you this fascinating story of Admiral Murray, as you'll be able to see it for yourself in a few minutes. There is also a DVD and a book, My Dear Murray, written by the co-founder of the Murray Club, Barry Aldridge. What I would like to do is to tell you about our journey, because none of this exhibition will be here tonight without a chance discussion with Barry and myself. It is a journey which really starts in 2005 and 6, in my year as Mayor of Chichester, and the first edition of My Dear Murray book, written for a reunion that took place at Murray's original house, now the Ship Hotel. I read the book, and the foundation of all that has happened today started. The story is well told by Clive Hand, the filmmaker, on DVD, My Dear Murray, Behind the Scenes.
Welcome to the Murray or None exhibition launch. Thank you to everyone who has helped put this exhibition together. I have been fortunate to have the support of a passionate and creative team of experts who have helped deliver this exhibition to you this evening. The photos on display here really give you a flavour of the work involved in this installation, which allows us to celebrate Admiral Murray's story in a new and engaging way. Moving forward, the project will continue to inspire new audiences next year by providing dedicated school learning resources and events for families, including 3 drop-in craft activity days, learning boxes, learning packs, and talking heads plays. We're also planning expert talks at the Novium for next year, focusing on key events and artefacts from Murray's life. 3 themed museum sleepovers, outreach workshops at care homes, and another mock battle in the Chichester Canal Basin in April. I would now like to invite you to come in and experience the Murray or None exhibition.